Hello, ladies and gentlemen, craft spirit enthusiasts, and those interested in the intoxicating world of craft distilleries, cideries, meaderies, wineries, and the occasional foray into breweries. It's Rich Shane, and welcome to Fermented Adventure, the podcast, where we bring you the fascinating people that are making the mash, fermenting, distilling, bottling, pouring, and delivering to you some of the finest libations in the world. Before we get started, here are a few housekeeping items. Thank you for bringing the podcast into wherever you are and whatever you're doing. We truly are grateful that you have chosen to listen and make us part of your day. It would mean the world to us if you left a 5-star review. This helps us climb in the rankings, and it makes it easier for others to find us. Don't hesitate to leave us your comments as well. If the podcast didn't meet your expectations, tell us why. We're always striving to improve. You can find us at fermentedadventure.com. We are on Instagram and Facebook as Fermented Adventure. Email us at fermentedadventure@gmail.com. All right, FA Nation, let's meet our guests. As the end of February and Black History Month approaches, we're shining a spotlight on Black entrepreneurs and creators who are making their mark in the world of distilling and fermentation. From the first known African-American master distiller to modern-day pioneers, these individuals have faced tremendous obstacles, but they've persevered, carved out space, and created some of the best spirits, wines, ciders, meads, and beers out there. Let's take a deep dive into their stories and celebrate their successes. We begin with one of the most significant names in American distilling, Uncle Nearest. The brand is named after Nathan Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller who worked alongside the famous Jack Daniel. Despite his pivotal role in shaping the whiskey industry, Nearest Green's contributions were largely uncredited until recently. Thanks to the efforts of Fawn Weaver, an author and entrepreneur, Uncle Nearest became the first spirits brand to honor a Black American. Weaver partnered with Green's descendants to create a distillery that honors his legacy, and the brand is now thriving, producing a premium whiskey that has won numerous awards. Fun fact, the distillery also features a storytelling center to educate visitors about Green's life and legacy. Today, Uncle Nearest has made history in more ways than one, breaking barriers and uplifting the story of a man who shaped American whiskey. Next, we travel to Minneapolis to highlight Denord Craft Spirits, the first Black-owned micro distillery in the United States. Founded by Chris and Shonda Montana in 2013, Denord uses locally sourced ingredients to create vodka, gin, and other spirits. Their journey wasn't easy, but the resilience has helped them to create a distinctive brand that celebrates both their Minnesota roots and their African-American heritage. Denord has not only won awards for its products, but also for its commitment to diversity and community empowerment. In Delaware, we have Painted Stave Distilling, founded in 2011 by Ron Gomes and Michael Rasmussen. While the distillery produces everything from rye whiskey to bourbon, their focus on quality and innovation has placed them on the map as one of the best craft distilleries in the region. Their success has been built on hard work, passion, and a drive to bring unique spirits to consumers who value authenticity and craftsmanship. Turning our attention to Black Mama Vodka, we meet Vanessa Braxton, the first African-American woman master distiller and master blender in the United States. Braxton's story is one of overcoming adversity in an industry where women, let alone Black women, are underrepresented. She created Black Mama Vodka with a focus on craftsmanship and quality, and her vodka has received accolades for its smoothness and versatility. Braxton's efforts is a testament to the growing role of women of color in an industry where representation is still lacking. Louisville, Kentucky, home to bourbon culture, is also the birthplace to Burrow Brothers, a small batch distillery founded by brothers Victor and Chris Yarborough. Their distillery has made significant impact in the bourbon industry by producing handcrafted spirits and connecting the rich history of bourbon to the African-American community. The Yarborough brothers have also been instrumental in helping other minority entrepreneurs gain access to resources in an industry known for its long-standing traditions and challenges for people of color. Also, check out episode 171 of Fermented Adventure, the podcast, which featured Camille Coley of Sewanee Spirits. Their whiskey pays homage to the Gullah and Geechee culture. As we shift to brewing, we must acknowledge the significant contributions of enslaved Africans who were often skilled brewers. Although their labor was exploited, their names rarely recorded, these individuals helped to lay groundwork for the American brewing industry. In 1970, Theodore Ted Mack made history by purchasing the People's Brewing Company in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, establishing the first black-owned brewery in the United States. This marked a pivotal moment in black brewing history. Founded by Richard and Mengistu Coiler, Two Locals is Pennsylvania's first black-owned brewery. Located in Philadelphia's University City, the brewery offers a range of craft beers and aims to diversify the brewing industry. Today, organizations like the National Black Brewers Association are working to uplift black brewers and promote the history of black individuals in the brewing world. The history of black winemakers is deeply tied to the legacy of vineyard labor, where black workers were often tasked with growing and harvesting grapes for prominent estates. However, ownership has always been a major barrier due to systemic racism. That changed with the establishment of Woburn Winery by John June Lewis Sr. in 1940, the first black-owned winery in the United States. More recently, wineries like Brown Estate in Napa Valley, founded by siblings Deneen, David, and Coral Brown, have become trailblazers for black representation in the winemaking world. Situated in New York, the Harlem Wine Gallery showcases a curated selection of wines, including offerings from black-owned winemakers. This establishment provides a platform for underrepresented vintners and enriches the local wine culture. There's been a growing movement to support black winemakers, and today, more black-owned wineries are emerging, including Rideau Vineyards by Iris Rideau and Vision Cellars by Mac McDonald, each contributing to the diversity and richness of the wine industry. Black people also played a key role in the cider industry during the slavery era, particularly in cultivating apple orchards and producing cider. Enslaved workers such as Jupiter Evans at Monticello were integral in cider making processes, though their contributions were often overlooked or erased. Historians are working to uncover these lost narratives, bringing attention to the skilled labor and expertise black individuals brought to this part of American agriculture and beverage history. Founded by Hannah Ferguson in Youngstown, Ohio, DOPE, dwelling on positive energy, Cider House and Winery is the state's first black female-owned cidery. Ferguson, a former assistant brewer and home winemaker, offers handcraft hard cider, seltzers, and wines. Located in Detroit, Michigan, Detroit Farm and Cider is the nation's first black-owned cider mill. The Urban Agriculture Initiative combines cider production with community engagement, offering a unique experience that blends local farming with cider making. As part of a groundbreaking alliance with Full Circle Brewing, Crowns and Hops, and Speakeasy Ales and Lager, Sonoma Cider stands as the nation's largest black-owned, commercially producing cidery. This collaboration aims to amplify black voices and presence in the craft beverage industry. Based in Wamego, Kansas, Zydeco Meadery is a black-owned business specializing in high-quality meads. Founder Eric Depperdine draws inspiration from his French Caribbean heritage, producing meads that pay homage to regional American honey varieties. Located in West Columbia, Texas, Black's Ferry Meadery is the state's only black-owned meadery. Co-owners Calvin Green and Teresa Groves transitioned from home brewing to commercial production, offering a range of honey-based wines that reflect their dedication to the craft. Black Viking Mead is part of a growing movement of black-owned establishments creating honey wines across the country. Their offerings include unique flavors like hibiscus mulberry mead, showcasing a blend of traditional mead making with innovative taste profiles. As we wrap up, it's clear that black entrepreneurs have played and continue to play an essential role in shaping the landscape of distilling, brewing, winemaking, and cider production. Their stories are not only important for Black History Month, but for every month of the year as we celebrate their contributions to the world of fermented beverages. From the challenges of overcoming systemic racism to the joy of creating exceptional products, these entrepreneurs are providing that the future is full of possibilities. We hope that this episode has inspired you to explore more Black-owned businesses and support the creators who continue to break barriers. Thank you for joining us, and always keep adventuring in the world of fermented beverages. Cheers!